Special Forces H&R Topper in 12 gauge? Is it real? Someone in the comments recently suggested we look at some of the more rare Harrington and Richardsons, so I thought I'd show you one of the rarest of all. Where I found this and the information I'm giving you is off of snipershide.com and some photos from Rock Island Auction. So a fellow wrote into snipershide.com and said that he had purchased this gun and wanted to know if anybody had any information on it or knew anything about it. This is a summary of the information he was given on the gun when he purchased it on an online site. It's a single shot, 12 gauge Harrington and Richardson with a 28-inch barrel and a Parkerized finish and a walnut stock. This shotgun is a rare model that was produced during the 1960s and 70s for use by the Special Forces, Green Berets, during Vietnam. These shotguns were given to the Montagnards of the Vietnamese Central Highlands as gifts of trading stock to gain their support. Most were destroyed after the fall of Vietnam and are difficult to find today. The receiver is marked Special Forces Model Harrington and Richardson Incorporated, Worcester, Massachusetts, USA, on the left side over the serial number. It has an adjustable rear sight and a bead front sight, along with a green canvas sling and a vented recoil pad. It includes a Navy Arms Company box, hand-numbered to match the gun. So we know the gun is real, it exists, and it's tangible, but is the story that it was sold under factual? I'd really like to hear your opinions, and especially if any of you have any actual experience with this. I know we have at least one Vietnam-era Green Beret in our subscribers, so maybe they'll have some information. So looking at it as a collector, the first thing I would do is eliminate the box. All the identifiers to the gun are handwritten. There's no evidence on the gun that it had anything to do with Navy Arms, which is an arms importer. So I would set the box aside. The most intriguing thing to me is the stampings on the left side of the frame. That very much does look like Harrington Richardson's font and style. It looks very professionally done. It is lacking a date code and a patent number, but those might not be necessary if it's being exported to Vietnam. And noteworthy is the 2 3/4-inch chamber, which means it was made prior to 1970. A very puzzling feature is the adjustable sight on the rear and a bead sight on the front. I'm not even sure if that sight system would be functional. The Parkerized finish would be possible at H&R during that time. They were doing a lot of work for the military, building tons of M16s before the Vietnam War was over. Looking into things like this can be a lot of fun. It really helps practice our collector skills and research skills, and it also opens up a lot of room for conversation in the comments. If you search Special Forces H&R shotgun, it'll take you to the Sniper's Hide site and the sites at the Rock Island auctions where it was offered twice for sale on there. There were a lot of comments and responses on the Sniper's Hide website, but nothing that I could determine would actually be fully confirmational that it is authentic. No matter what its origin, it is a cool and unique, rare piece, and I think it's just interesting to take a look at. Well, shoot safe and be kind.